mate, you all right?
Hey.
Spot open?
Sure. Fill your boots.
Thanks. Aren't you Joshua Idehen?
Aren't you Mr. Mowgli?
How did you know that?
You're big in London, isn't it? Nice to see you.
The world, according to your mom, doing the washing. Capitalism. Your mom does the washing. You pay her $1. You get her to do your mate's washing. Your mate pays you $50. Communism. Your mom does the washing. You do the washing. Every night you salute a picture of your dad.
You do spoken word. What made you decide to do it on sort of like dance pop? Because I don't think that's like the most common way of doing spoken word.
You know, Manchester's got Anthony Schmerick, so I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, do some more research, friend.
I'm just a lowly commoner coming to wash my clothes. I don't know about too many spoken word poets.
Well, let me put you in game.
Mansplaining. Your mom does the washing. You tell her how best to do the washing. You have never done the washing. Same-sex marriage. Your moms do the washing. Patriarchy. Your mom doesn't exist. The washing is mysteriously done. Turfism. Your mom doesn't want your other mom doing the washing because of, like, genitals and stuff. Polling. There's a 70% chance you do the washing on Saturday night. Come Sunday morning, it was 100% done by your mom.
When I started, I think all that was around was like Maxi Jazz from Faithless and the Streets. If you could, you know, you could look at stuff like Has It Come to This is pretty much a house track, you know, and or Garage, and then that's Garage. We Become Heroes is the one you could see, yeah. So that was my introduction, and I just loved it. I always loved hearing spoken word, mostly because it signaled to me that the topics and the cadence and the style was going to be a lot more expanded from hip-hop.
Traveling at the speed of bass. That last drop sent me away. And our skin's blue lit, and we move in sync. In this moment I feel connected to something deeper.
And the rhythm.
I'm not alone in this room. And we dance.
I always had an affinity towards that. I think also there was a bit of low self-esteem in it because I never really fashioned myself as a rapper. And I guess I really couldn't see myself as a rapper. There weren't that many skinny black guys doing rap. But there was Maxi Jazz, who's the skinniest of the skinny. And the man's bare-chested. He's there talking about how he can't get no sleep. I'm like, that's me right there.
Everyone's a bit broken here. Every day can't be a battle, mate. If I must live this life, I must be alive in it.
I didn't really get a chance to work in dance music when I started out. I did a lot of electronic brass, I did a lot of like R&B, I did a lot of hip hop because that was what I was around and that was what everyone was making, and started a whole bunch of bands. And then I got a chance to work with Shabaka Hutchins from Sons of Kemet. And I think that's what a lot of people knew me from, like doing stuff with Sons of Kemet and The Comet Is Coming.
Think just get on your knees and pray for your sins. 6 feet that's the end and fin. That was the last we heard from him.
If you saw me performing with The Comet Is Coming versus seeing me now, they're two different people. But they're still from the same pot. You know, they're still from the same river, so to speak. And one of them, I allowed myself to be as angry and as vexed and as raging as possible. This allows me to be as celebratory and as life-affirming and as positive and all-welcoming as I can.
Yeah, man should have checked himself. Man should have checked himself. Man should have checked himself.
I went through a lot of life-changing scenarios that really shifted my perspective. Got divorced, got depressed, got suicidal, hated London with a passion. Obviously the pandemic didn't help things, you know. Met the love of my life and moved to Sweden to be with her. And that, I think after a while, I had written a lot of music from a point of view of an angry black man, right? And haven't got the opportunity to write and have that produced and released and have people kind of like, you know, celebrate that, and then you're having a child and you're like, okay, what kind of world do I want this child to live in?
Sometimes all you can do is try. Alright, I'm saying sometimes all you can do is try. And that'll have to be alright. I promise it'll be
And then, when I moved to Sweden, I met up with an old friend, Ludwig Parment. And it was funny enough, he was transitioning from dance to hip hop in a way. And I
said, no, come back.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, get over here, get back here. I want to do spoken word and dance music. And he was like, oh, I'm not so sure. Like, I'm kind of moving into hip hop. I'm like, no. Just trust me, just do one track. And yeah, that 2021, we made the mixtape in over a month.
Guess that's how it goes.
Sometimes all you can do is try.
Understand that artists, they always want their latest work to be like their best work and their proudest. You don't have to name the work because you don't need to do that, but has there been a work you've put out which you thought, it's probably not as good as my last thing, but I'm gonna put it out anyway, or are you always like, no, if I don't think it's the best thing I've done, I'm not gonna release it?
No, I never release work that I'm not proud of.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person who will walk into an empty room and cry because the drums are too louder than I wanted them to be and no one's listening to me, and I really hate it. I'm the kind of person who, even if I ignore it, I'll be like, that's okay, that's all. I will call up Ludwig in the middle of the night, a day before release, be like, we have to pull it. We have to pull it. I don't like my voice on it. We have to change my voice. No. And he'd be like, why didn't you tell me this earlier? I'm like, I don't know. Right? I'm proud of all my kids. I'm proud of all my pieces of art. I might feel like they achieve something different to either what I expected or next to stuff that have been more popular, but I like them all the same. A good example of this is I was listening to this poem by Baz Luhrmann, Everybody Deserves Sunscreen. And it's one of these poems like, travel to New York, love yourself. And I was like, this is a bit big. I like it, but it's a bit big. Let me try and modernize it. But I couldn't keep my cynical side down. So every time I wrote a line, I'd write a counter line. So I'd be like, be nice to everyone, except Nazis. All of your idols will let you down, except for Keanu Reeves. That's the entire poem. The entire poem is like, learn to swim. Do not swim in the Thames. I did not like you to do that. The poem is just line counter, right? And it was just jokes. We did the whole thing, it was jokes. We recorded it was jokes, haha. And then when we finished it, I was just kind of like, this is not my best work. I don't want to show this to anyone. Let's just keep it on the lowdown. Yeah. Everybody who wanted to work on that project told me that was the track that made it. Yeah. And we were like, okay, maybe it's because we work with music people, they're quite cynical. Yeah. When we performed it live, people would come up to me and tell me that track made them cry. They'd be like, your album was good, but that track made me cry.
Stay cool, learn to swim. Nah, mate, you're not too heavy. Your bones are not too dense. Pennywise was right. In the end, everyone floats. Stay cool, learn to swim. Your skin will thank you, your mind will thank you. And if there's blood in the water, sharks will thank you. Don't swim in the River Thames, nobody asks you to do that. Some things will always be true. The sun always sets in the west. Right now will always be as good as it gets. Romeo and Juliet is tragic. Time is wasted on worry. And everyone is made of pure, unadulterated magic. Except for Boris Johnson.
That track went viral in West Africa on WhatsApps. People were telling me, I got people from fucking Benin Republic saying, I heard my aunt sent me this via WhatsApp. A track where I was just, I wasn't paying no attention to it. I was just like,
once you get in them, WhatsApp.
Hey, mate, that is
forwarded 7,000.
Viral upon viral, virality upon virality.
Time heals all wounds and makes new ones, but a hot shower will cure 99% of bad vibes, trust me. You should be nice to yourself. You should be nice to people, except for Nazis. No one should ever be nice to Nazis. There are so many ways to be yourself. Just don't get lost in the options. All the paper straws in the world won't save a single polar bear, but making Amazon pay their proper taxes could. And all your idols will let you down, except for Keanu Reeves, because Keanu Reeves is perfect.
I didn't plan for it. I didn't expect it. And yeah, something that I initially started out being not too proud about is now my best work. You know, or at least the work people know me for, the best.
I guess that shows like how your perspective on your own music versus how other people see your music isn't necessarily always the same.
Which is why the important thing for every writer is to keep writing. Is to keep writing. Hugo Williams said that the secret to his success is to lower his own standards. Because you don't know, you know, you write, and sometimes your writing is going to be fire, sometimes it's going to be fire that other people don't get, and sometimes you'll be writing so much that your standard, your average will be on such a high point that you can't write terrible. And one day, you will be writing, and the genius will possess you, and you write something that connects to everyone.
With a little bit of luck and a handful of courage, we will make it through the night and out to where the sun is, where the love is. Manifesting with my mates, bright-faced and beaming, backseat in Benji's Mazda. The world is loud, but we sing louder.
The most proud I have been of a piece of work to date. I know people say that all the time, and yeah, I guess lots of artists mean it, and because you want your latest work to be the thing you're most proud of. But with this one, I think not only how it was created in the world in which it's been created, I don't mean the world in general, I mean sort of my personal world, and also where my writing is at the time, because it took a whole journey to get to where I was.
My friends, what do we say?
I had to kind of relinquish who I wanted to be as a writer and all the things that I had once cherished as the epitome of writing in particular. Yeah, I wanted to be one of them really clever writers, you know, I wanted to be really, you know, deep, you know, I wanted the multi-syllabic, multi-rhyming, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming, you know, the airs, Candace and all of that shit, you know, really coming out with the metaphysicals and stuff, the Ted, I, Vermilion. And I really, when I started this project, I embodied the first idea. I wanted it to embody the first idea being, I want people to understand what I mean first and foremost, above everything else. I want people who do not care about spoken word to understand what I mean, right? Without having to read a book, without having to rewind, to just be like, oh, I get that. And it's been the most consistent I've ever been. And it's been the happiest I've been. And I'm working with someone, Ludwig Parment, who is, you know, the other bandmate, the producer. Like I've been the most supported, and I think I've been able to be the most supporting. And I think, yeah, it's just been the best process. It has, obviously, it's come with strife, but it's all been positive strife. It's all been like, you know, obstacles that we can both overcome, and it's birthed this album that has received, even before it has come out, so much love and attention and care. Is there stuff I would change? Yeah, there is, obviously, with everything, but I'm really happy with it, and I hope people would be too. And if you're not, Mom Does the Washing's on it.
There you go.
That's one song you like.
Hip hop. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. When I bring the basket, Mama puts the washing in. Narcissism. You look good in the clothes your mom washed. Surrealism. The washing does your mom.
So I think my washing is done, but thank you, Joshua Idehen.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mowgli.
Nice.
Have a wonderful
I'll see you
evening.
later.
Yeah. Wash your socks, yeah?